In today's video, we're looking at a mix of big updates and ideas around AMC that are getting a lot of attention right now. There are several things happening at the same time, including what the company's CEO has recently said, strong opinions from investors, and growing debate about trading activity around the stock. When you put all of this together, it creates a bigger picture that many people are trying to understand. Before anything else, it's important to remember that investing always comes with risk, and everyone should do their own research before making any decisions. Now, let's begin with the latest comment from AMC CEO Aron. He has spoken directly to investors and openly recognized that many people are frustrated with the recent drop in the stock price. He understands that seeing the price fall has caused disappointment and concern among shareholders. At the same time, he pointed out that even though things have been tough lately, there is still hope for the future of the company, especially when it comes to movie industry growth. He shared an expectation that the overall box office in 2026 could be much stronger than in 2025, which is important because when more people go to theaters, AMC has a better chance to earn more money and improve its financial performance. While this future outlook sounds positive, he also did not ignore the problems happening in the wider world. Global conditions are unstable right now, with rising tensions between countries, increasing oil prices that have crossed very high levels, and general economic uncertainty affecting many industries. Because of this, major stock markets like the Dow Jones and S&P 500 have been moving lower and hitting weaker levels than before. These issues are not just affecting AMC, but the entire financial market as a whole. Even with all these challenges, Aron still believes AMC can perform better financially compared to last year, and this belief is something many investors are closely watching. At the same time, the stock price itself has been under heavy pressure, dropping to very low levels that have disappointed a lot of shareholders. This kind of movement has created strong emotions in the investor community, with many people feeling frustrated or even confused about why the price continues to fall despite ongoing business activity. However, even though there is frustration, many retail investors are still holding their shares, and some are even buying more. This shows that while people are unhappy with the price action, they have not lost belief in the company's long-term future. A major point being discussed is that the stock's decline is not necessarily being driven by weak business results or a lack of interest in AMC as a company. Instead, some investors believe the price movement is being influenced by outside trading forces that are keeping the stock under pressure even when the company shows signs of improvement. This creates a situation where the stock price and the company's real performance do not seem to fully match, which is a key reason for ongoing debate and frustration among shareholders. Looking deeper into the company itself, there are also signs that AMC's actual business is improving even while the stock price struggles. Movie theaters have been seeing a gradual recovery, with more people going back to watch films on the big screen again. Attendance numbers are picking up, and AMC continues to adjust and grow its operations to match changing demand. Because of this, many investors believe the company's earnings potential could improve in a meaningful way over time. A key focus is something called EBITDA, which is basically a way to measure how much money the company is making from its main business before certain costs are counted. If the box office continues to strengthen, AMC could see a noticeable boost in this area, which would make the financial picture look much better than it does today. Some investors even believe that AMC could eventually report a very strong financial quarter that surprises the market and completely changes the way people view the company. No one can say exactly when that might happen, but the expectation itself is keeping long-term supporters hopeful and engaged. Another important part of the discussion is the leadership decisions made by CEO Aron over the past few years. One major point often mentioned is that he chose to focus on keeping the company alive rather than trying to protect the short-term stock price. During difficult financial periods, AMC raised money by issuing new shares, which is called dilution. While this increased the number of shares and put pressure on the stock price, it also gave the company enough cash to avoid bankruptcy. For many investors, this is a critical point because without that decision, AMC might not have survived at all. If the company had gone bankrupt, the idea of a future recovery or any kind of short squeeze would have ended immediately. In that sense, some investors view dilution as a necessary trade-off. It hurt the stock price in the short run, but kept the business alive in the long run. As long as AMC continues operating, there is still a possibility, at least in theory, for a major price move in the future, which is why some investors remain committed. At the same time, there is an ongoing debate about whether this dilution helped short sellers exit their positions. Some people believe it gave them a way out, but others strongly disagree. They argue that even with the additional shares issued, the scale of the situation is much larger. Certain estimates being discussed suggest there could be billions of synthetic shares connected to AMC trading activity, with some figures reaching around 1.7 billion based on partial data analysis. If that kind of number is even close to accurate, then the shares issued through dilution would not be enough to cover all of that exposure. This leads to the belief that dilution alone did not solve the deeper trading imbalance that some investors think is still present in the market. Another point that keeps coming up in discussions is timing and past decisions made by shareholders and the company. Back in 2021, AMC's stock price was much higher than it is today. At that time, the company had a better chance to raise money by issuing fewer shares and collecting more cash per share sold. That would have meant less dilution overall. However, shareholders did not approve some of those proposals at the time. Because of that, AMC could not raise capital in the most efficient way back then. Now, with the stock price much lower, raising the same amount of money requires issuing a much larger number of shares, which increases dilution more heavily. This situation is often viewed as a result of earlier choices, not just current management decisions. Even with all these challenges, many investors still believe in AMC's long-term survival story. They point out that the company has existed for over 100 years and has gone through many different economic cycles, including wars, recessions, and major changes in the entertainment industry. This long history is seen as a sign of strength and adaptability. Because of this, supporters believe AMC still has the ability to adjust and survive future challenges as well. Another key idea in the broader conversation is how strong the movie industry still is overall. Surveys and audience data suggest that many people still prefer watching movies in theaters instead of only streaming at home. The shared cinema experience, big screens, and sound systems still attract large audiences. This supports the idea that theaters are not disappearing, even in a world dominated by streaming platforms. Big movie releases continue to bring in huge box office numbers, showing that demand for theaters is still strong when the right films are released. Even streaming companies have started working more closely with theaters, releasing certain movies in cinemas before they go online, which shows that both models can exist at the same time. When comparing AMC to competitors like Cinemark and IMAX, some investors notice that those companies have had stronger stock performance. This leads to arguments that AMC's price may not be fully reflecting the same industry trends. One explanation being discussed is trading structure, especially the idea that a large amount of AMC's trading may be happening off public exchanges. This type of trading is sometimes called dark pool activity. When a big portion of buying and selling happens away from public markets, it can affect how clearly supply and demand are reflected in the stock price. Some believe this could help explain why AMC's stock movement does not always match improvements in the theater industry or similar companies. At the same time, there is also a lot of discussion around short interest in AMC. Some estimates suggest extremely high levels of short exposure, even over 300% when different data sources are combined. These numbers are often calculated using information like failure to deliver reports, ETF exposure, and regulatory filings. While these estimates are not always exact, they are used by investors to argue that there may be more short exposure than what appears on the surface. Certain exchange-traded funds like RWM and XRT are often mentioned in these discussions because they include AMC and can be used in complex trading strategies. All of these factors together create a situation where investors feel the stock is being influenced by more than just normal buying and selling activity. On top of everything else, There is also a growing focus on how AMC is being traded on a day-to-day basis. Some investors believe that a large portion of trading is happening away from the main public exchanges. This is important because when trades are not fully visible in the open market, it can make the real supply and demand harder to see. Because of this, some people argue that the stock price may not fully reflect natural market forces. They compare AMC with other companies in the same industry and notice differences in how the stock moves, which leads to more questions about whether price behavior is fully normal or being influenced by hidden trading activity. At the same time, institutional investors are also adjusting their positions. Some large firms that have bearish bets on AMC through options are also buying shares or taking long positions at the same time. This suggests they are not fully committed to one direction and may be preparing for different possible outcomes. In simple terms, they are hedging their risk in case the stock moves sharply in either direction. There is also ongoing speculation about possible future mergers or major business deals involving AMC. While nothing has been confirmed, the idea of a merger or strategic partnership sometimes comes up because of the company's current valuation and position in the market. Even though these are only rumors, they add to the overall discussion about possible future upside. At the same time, the wider financial market is going through a very uncertain phase. Interest rates, bond yields, and global debt concerns are all creating pressure across many sectors. Markets are moving quickly, and volatility is higher than normal. When this kind of uncertainty happens, it often leads to unpredictable movements in individual stocks as well. All of these factors combined create a very complex picture for AMC. On one side, the company is dealing with economic pressure, past financial decisions, and ongoing concerns about trading structure. On the other side, the business itself is showing signs of recovery. The movie industry is still strong, and a large group of investors continues to believe in its long-term future. Because of this mix, many people argue that AMC's current stock price may not fully represent its real business strength or future potential. Instead, they believe the price is being shaped by a combination of broader market conditions, trading activity, and investor sentiment. If true price discovery happens more clearly in the future, it could significantly change how the stock is valued. That is why AMC continues to be one of the most debated and closely watched stocks in the market today. In the end, AMC is sitting in the middle of a very complicated situation where many different forces are pulling in different directions. On one side, the company is dealing with a tough economy, changing global conditions, and a stock price that has fallen sharply and disappointed many investors. On the other side, the actual business story is not standing still. Movie theaters are still attracting audiences. Big film releases are continuing to bring strong box office results, and AMC itself is working on improving its operations and long-term performance. This creates a clear split between how the company is performing and how the stock is moving in the market. Many supporters believe this gap is not just random. They think trading structure, high short interest, and heavy off-exchange activity may all be playing a role in why the stock price does not always reflect the company's progress. There's also ongoing debate about synthetic shares and whether the true level of short exposure is much higher than what official numbers show. While none of these ideas are fully proven, they continue to shape investor conversations and keep interest in the stock very high. At the same time, AMC's leadership has focused on survival and stability, even if it meant making difficult choices like issuing new shares. Those decisions helped the company avoid bankruptcy, but they also increased the number of shares in the market, which added pressure on the stock price. For many investors, this is seen as a necessary trade-off to keep the company alive and functioning. Looking forward, everything depends on a few key factors coming together. If the movie industry continues to grow, if AMC improves its earnings, and if market conditions stabilize, the company could be in a much stronger position over time. But the timing of that improvement is uncertain, and that uncertainty is what keeps the debate going. For now, AMC remains a highly watched and heavily discussed stock, not just because of its business, but because of everything surrounding it: market structure, investor belief, and ongoing speculation. Whether the future brings a major turnaround or continued pressure, it is clear that AMC is still at the center of one of the most talked about stories in the market.